Hey, BSHL fans, and welcome to another edition of the unofficial BSHL Senior Hockey League podcast. Here's your hosts, the Corys.
All right. Hello and welcome to the unofficial BSHL Senior Hockey League podcast. Thank you to Adam Story, AS, not AI, once again for doing our intro.
I'm loving
Corey?
it. Absolutely loving these.
Yeah, it's fun, man. Busy weekend for us.
Probably the busiest in a long time, yeah.
And the busiest that we're going to have in a little while. So, Miramichi Friday, Dalhousie Sunday, LC and Buktush. Or sorry, the Friday, Miramichi, Saturday, Dalhousie, Sunday, LC and Buktush.
Yeah. Let's get into the results. Week 2 results here on episode 14 of the season 2. Might as well remind Corey on that.
I put it down right. Don't start with me, bitch.
All right. On Friday, the Buktush JCs went into Miramichi and they beat Miramichi 4-2. Goal scorers here: Matthew Newcomb, 1 goal, 2 points. Jacques Cormier, 1 goal. Alexandre Jacob, 1 goal, and Alex Savoie, 1 goal. For Miramichi, we got William Irvine with 1 goal and Josh Russell with 1 goal. You know, Josh Russell looked really good these 2 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't catch the LC game, so I'm going to rely on you on that. I did see some clips, obviously.
Very noticeable on the ice, I'm going to say.
It's good. He's in his second year of senior, so he's going to be getting more comfortable. He's a guy with a ton of talent, so I'm not surprised.
Yep.
Man, the cat is starting to move, Corey. God help us. It was a really good game on Friday night. DJ Kitty Meow Meow. Really good game Friday night.
Yep.
Competitive. Those
Back and forth.
teams are tightly matched. Second time that they face off in 2 weeks. So there's a little, you can see some bad blood out there. Good fight by Avery Brennan and Sullivan Cullen.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a good one. I was happy with that game. I thought it was fun. You?
Same. I really enjoyed it. Ricky came with us.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah. The Cullen Brennan fight was back and forth. And the one thing that I love about this league is once it was over, they tapped each other on the helmet, get a little bit of a hug, the sportsmanship. It's awesome. We saw Cullen right before the game. What can you say about this guy? He's beloved by pretty much everybody. Like when Sullivan Cullen has a jersey on, people get excited. Yeah,
definitely. In Buktush, people are fans. In Miramichi, there was a buzz when they saw him on the ice. So whether you like him or not, you're always happy to see him out there, and it leads to a pretty good fight. Some quality stuff. It was a good fight, but beyond the fight, it was just a really competitive, good game. Good goaltending. Alex Collette looked really good once again.
Absolutely.
Miramichi could have easily won that game with the chances that they had Collette not made some of those saves. On the other side, Buktush could have blown it out, but really good game by Vautour as well.
Absolutely.
That was our Friday night. Saturday,
we made our way to Dalhousie. The Dalhousie Marauder win in their home opener, beating the Amherst Ducks 2-1. Goal scorers: Brandon Colombe. He got 2 goals. He also got the game-winning goal with less than a minute to go. Yep. They took that extra point and did not leave any points for the Ducks that night. Pascal Valcourt, he is as advertised. He's great at hockey. 2 assists on the night for him. And Jordan Wenzel becoming one of a fan favorite in Amherst. Another goal here for him. Brendan Colombe, I did not know a lot about this guy. He impressed me this night.
Oh, yeah. Agreed. He looked good last night, too, in Buktush. Yeah, Colombe, I know Colombe has a long history in senior hockey. He's played in the CRL, and he's been around. I haven't seen much of Colombe, but, guy can play. It's an impressive line. They've got him out there in Mockler's spot, so he's playing with Valcourt and Jessica. And you can see they're definitely gelling. From the first game that the Marauders played very unimpressive. I think they'd be the first people to tell you, that team would be the first group of guys to tell you that wasn't a great game for them.
Yeah.
Second game, they played better. Still some struggles. Last night in Bucktouche, they looked really good. They looked like the Marauders of old. They controlled the play for some points. They didn't pick up a win. We'll get to that in a second. But the Marauders are starting to come together for sure.
Yeah.
Brandon Colombe's a big part of that.
Colombe was on the ice. He's noticeable. It was confusing at first. It kind of bugs me when they do this, when they don't fact check things. On the sheet, it said he was 61. On the ice, he's 56. So when you're trying to see who scored, sometimes seeing the number is the easiest way. All right, the number, I can usually put a name to it. I couldn't this time. Looking at the sheet, 56 wasn't there. It was 61. But we quickly will remember number 56.
Yeah, agreed. That was not a bad game for Amherst by any means.
No.
They're a young team. If I have to say something about the Ducks on Saturday night, it's that they were dominating the play for the last 3 or 4 minutes. And then the Marauders managed to get control of the puck and they scored a goal. But the few minutes before that, Savoie made some huge saves for the Marauders. The Ducks were pressing, and I think that's something we can probably expect from the Ducks this year is being such a young team, they don't get tired. So they've still got energy for those shifts late. We saw some rough stuff in this game too, with Joey Bernard getting into with the Lance Lee brothers. That was on the opposite end of the ice from where we were, so we didn't have a great view of it. Yeah, but all the goals, passion.
All the goals were on the opposite side of the ice. The stream wasn't a big success in my opinion because I don't know why it was laggy. All the goals were on the other side of the ice, but it is what it is. We try to bring the coverage as best we can. But I called this game the Battle of the Goaltenders because it was Savoie versus Matt Welsh.
I agree. Matt Welsh is the last note that I have for this game. He was outstanding. Once again, he made save after save. I think they said the shots were something like somewhere in the high 40s, low 50s for
it was
Dalhousie.
52, I believe, what I heard.
To 30 or something. Yeah. That's kind of insane. 52 shots against Welsh. He allows 2 goals. I mean, that's very impressive.
It is.
This guy's pretty serious. We're so early in the season, taking a loss or 2 now, it's whatever. It is what it is. I think nobody's going to be going undefeated for long streaks this year. We're just going to see some back and forth. But, man, Welsh, I wouldn't want to face him in the playoffs with a goalie like that.
Yeah, I agree. Welsh, man. I think on most nights, Welsh is going to be Amherst's best player.
Agreed. Yeah, I think so. Some other guys have impressed me a little bit too, though. It's seeing some of those young defensemen play the way that they played, especially when Amherst was missing Rene George. They were missing Parker Deegan. They were missing Bobby Davis. So a lot of the leaders weren't there. The Stones were there, and Wenzel was there, and some of the other guys were there. You're looking at Thomas Casey and things like that. But I was still impressed. The Ducks did not play poorly on Saturday. No. I think I'm really looking forward to seeing them this weekend.
You could have imagined they're missing these high caliber players.
Yep.
You think Dalhousie's going to run them over, and it wasn't that. It was till the very last minute.
Yep.
It was a tie game. So there was a big hit on Matt Stone as well, that he stayed on the ice for a little bit, took another shift after. These guys, what warriors these guys are.
One thing I will say about Dalhousie too, I mean, we love going to Dalhousie. We love the people in Dalhousie, some great fans. But this last year, I think we made our way there for our first game in early November, something along those lines. The drive to Dalhousie was gorgeous. Leaves were beautiful. That's a really nice part of the province that people don't give the credit that it deserves. If you see your team's got a scheduled game in Dalhousie, consider making the trip down. It's just a really beautiful part of the province. The Inch Aaron is right next to the water, so really literally one of the best views from the rink. And they've got a pretty fun rink, a good crowd. It's loud in there. They've got a new horn in that friggin' thing. That is loud as hell. Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Dalhousie is, I don't know. The people there are just so nice. And the players are just so, like, we got there a little early.
As always, we're always early.
And, Pascal Valcourt saw us, came and chit-chatted with us. And it's like, we've made some great friends in the league with every team.
Yeah.
And it's just when they take a minute to just come say hi, it makes you feel special.
You are special, Corey. There you go, buddy.
I am special looking, that's for sure.
2 games on Sunday?
2 games on Sunday. Let's continue with Dalhousie. Bucktouche beat Dalhousie 4-1. Jacques Cormier got 1 goal, 2 points. Alexis Guittard got 1 goal and 2 points. And Logan Timmons and Alex Savoie got 1 goal each. Riley Scott from the Marauders got 1 goal in a very entertaining game.
Really entertaining game. You were in LC for most of the game. I was in Bucktouche for the whole game. So we're always kind of doing the split off, trying to cover as much of the league as we can.
Yeah.
So the Riley Scott goal, man, it's the way that he drove around the defense, and it was just like a really good power forward goal. I loved it. I loved it. Adrian LeMay save.
Yeah.
My
God. Anybody remembers in the playoffs, I had a call on a live stream where Francis Thibault got a goal.
Yep.
And it was just well-timed. I was like, they're looking to tie things up, and they did it. The LeMay save and the Riley Scott goal, I think, are 2 of Corey's best calls ever.
I'm not a commentator person. When I run the live stream, I pretty much just exist. I'll talk to the chat some and whatever, but when there's something that nice, I got to react. There's nothing I can do.
Go back and what Corey's
Thanks for mocking me, you prick. Who the goals for Bucktouche came within a few minutes of each other.
Yeah, within like 5 minutes, it was 3-1.
Yeah. And that kind of set the Marauders back a little bit, it seemed like.
Yeah.
But, man, Bucktouche just has that power to score some goals. Logan Timmons had a beauty. Just that snipe. It was a great goal. I was actually kind of pulling those off the live stream just before I hopped on here so I can get them posted up on Facebook. But, yeah, the JCs are still rolling. I mean, what can I say?
It's fun to see. Another sellout there. Also, I don't know how true this is, but by being there, LC, if they didn't have 1,000 people there, they were damn close because that barn was packed, like on behind the nets and everything. And I'm sure some Miramichi fans made the trip too, but the place was jam packed.
Yeah, and the JK was also quite full.
Yep.
So good Sunday night for both. So, yeah, JC's pick up a win. Colette looked good. LeMay looked good. Really, 3 goals on LeMay plus 1 empty netter. It was a physical game. I saw Joey Bernard throwing his weight around there. Sullivan Cullen trying to lay some hits. But, a lot of, I think, Cormier, not Jacques Cormier, Patrice Cormier, with a really big hit along the boards. Like, these are 2 teams that are going to go to battle 3 more times this year, and it's probably going to be 3 phenomenal games.
And it shows you how much we notice Cullen, because I always remembered Sullivan Cullen as number 18, but number 18 now is, I believe, Patrice Cormier, right?
Patrice Cormier, you're right.
Patrice Cormier. And when he laid the hit, I was like, Sullivan Cullen with the huge hit. And I was like, you idiot. Yeah, look at the sheet.
Yeah, it's Cormier. So yeah, no, that was a great game on Sunday night in Bucktouche. You were at the LC game, Corey, so I'll let you run a lot of that one because I've only watched clips.
So the LC Puck Duck Hawks beat the Miramichi Northmen 3-1. LC's Brody MacArthur continues with his point streak, 2 goals in that game, including the empty netter. Jeremy Hebert, that I said looked fantastic last week.
Beautiful goal. Oh my
even
goodness.
Better this week. 1 goal for him. Mackenzie Brown continues his point streak to 2 assists. Brendan Milson gets a goal, and this is one of the topics that we're going to talk about. And before we get into it, we're not for any. If it would have been any other team, this is something to talk about because the Milson goal was initially waved off. Mm-hmm. Either hit the crossbar or hit the inside, but the referee, plain as day, waved his arms. No goal, no goal. The play continues. 4 minutes later, they talk about it, and they award Miramichi a goal. Now, it's a moot point. LC ended up winning. The goal doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. The only argument you can make if you're an LC fan is, well, you might have taken away a shutout for Ryu, which is a fair point, but LC gets the win no matter what. My complaint here is, what are the rules for this? And I'm not saying this against Miramichi, against LC, even against the refs. It's probably something that we don't know. So I sent a message to Connor Smith, the vice president, just to see if he knows what the rules are, not in a complaint way, just to inform everybody, like, what is the rule? Because it's probably something we're missing. But it was controversial because the LC fans were not happy at all. The Boo Birds were out. And my buddy Charlie was next to me. He's like, what's this? I'm like, well, we're not referees. We don't know. I'm not going to try and say the refs were wrong, the refs were right. I don't know. But on next episode, if Connor Smith gets back to us, we will have an answer for you, hopefully. But other than that, this to me was game of the weekend. These two teams hate each other. The physicality in this game is unreal. Unreal. And I can't wait to see them face off again. I don't want to miss any LC Miramichi games. I don't think I want to miss any Miramichi games. Every single Miramichi games that I have seen so far this year, and I have gone back and watched Roxanne streams, they're the best. Miramichi is one of the most entertaining teams on the ice right now.
Year in, year out, man. Miramichi has a style of hockey. Yep. They've got a style of fan, they've got a style of people in that city, and they've got a style of hockey, and I love it all. I love Miramichi fans because they're just fun. They're intense. They're loud. They heckle. They're boisterous. They buy a lot of 50-50. People in Miramichi are some of the kindest people in this province.
Absolutely.
I mean, no matter where you go in that city, there's a lot of really nice people. I love going to Miramichi. But on the ice, going back to the Phantom days, as long as I've been watching senior hockey, Miramichi is just a fun brand of hockey. The fans expect some rough stuff, and all of those players grew up watching rough senior hockey. Yep. So they go out there and, you look at that lineup. Up and down the lineup, they're laying hits. It doesn't matter who you are. We saw John Hardy with a huge hit. Dan Poirier laying some hits. You've always got Avery Brennan going around hitting people, Denver Dunfield hitting people. Like, it doesn't matter who you are in that lineup, what line's on the ice, you're liable to see something fun. And then they've got skill guys to kind of spice it up too. They're a fun team to watch. And I agree with you. I think some of the Miramichi games we've seen have been some of the best games of the year.
And this season especially.
Man, I heard from Cheryl about this LC game, how there was just some bad blood between the teams, and big surprise. What do you know? These two teams face off 3 more times, twice in Miramichi, 1 more time in Elspucktuck. Get out and support it.
Those.
They're crazy games, and this league this year is on another level. It's kind of messy. I will say that there was some commentary in the message in some posts on the page about people missing old senior hockey. And I'm going to tell you, I get it. I was talking with Ricky today about that, and it's like, I get it. I'm not complaining. This league's amazing, and there's skill players, and it's amazing. And we're privileged to be seeing this level of hockey in our backyards for $12 a game. It's kind of ridiculous. But there's a part of me that misses a good line brawl between Trackety and Miramichi or something like that. I there is a style of hockey there that, a part of me misses it, but it's awful easy to forget that part when I'm seeing games like we saw this weekend. It was just an amazing weekend. 2 weeks in.
Yep.
It's too early to pick a favorite.
Good luck. I ain't picking one.
But the JCs and Hawks are looking really good right now.
For now.
I'm just saying the JCs and Hawks
I will,
really good right now.
mention this. Gabriel Vanier did leave in the middle of the first period. Hopefully he's okay. I do not think he returned to the game that night. So a big piece of the Hawks might be injured.
And then this coming weekend, we've got the Hawks and the JCs playing in one of the biggest rivalry games in LC. So get there early because it's going to be packed. And I don't know. I'm excited. I'm legitimately we're only Monday night as we record this, and I'm already excited for Friday. I'm already excited for next Sunday. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This league is just pretty impressive this year, man. Pretty impressive. Going on a side note of this isn't really BSHL league news, but if you haven't been watching what the Tri-County Express are doing on social, go check them out on Facebook. They basically signed the entire Lumberjack roster.
It's the Tri-County Lumberjacks now.
They've announced so many former BSHL guys. Brady Patterson,
Benji Curtis,
Gavin Hart, Benji Curtis, Kenny Robinson. Today
Adam
announcing
Crow.
Peter Trainer, Adam Crow. Simpson's playing there. So, if you're from the River Valley area, if you're listening to this and you're in Fredericton, somewhere in that region, go check them out, man. That's going to be a crazy team. That might, I don't know. I didn't see any Southern Senior League stuff, but these guys are immediately a contender in that league now.
I kind of want to go see.
I really want to get to. I want to get to Minto to see a Tri-County game against the Sturgeon because I don't know. A lot of those guys are some great guys and really cool to us, and I'd love to see them play some more hockey. So we'll try to get out to the Minto Arena.
Yeah, I'd just like to see the former Lumberjacks. They were great players. All superstars in the BSHL, and we don't have them this year, and it's a shame. But at least they're still playing.
Absolutely, I'm glad they're all out there playing. Hopefully, this is just a 1-year hiatus, and next year we get the Lumberjacks back in this league. Get all those guys back in this league, and we carry on. For now, though, these 6 teams that we do have are playing some amazing hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Les Corsairs de Péninsule Acadienne were off this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't play any games. I think they have at least one next week because they're playing against Amherst at home.
Yeah,
I think they have 2 though.
This is Friday, right?
Friday. No, it might just be one. Yeah, Friday this week. Miramichi is hosting Dalhousie, and Amherst is in the Peninsula.
Yeah, and I believe there's only 3 games this weekend.
No, 4. I think Elsa Puckduck plays in Amherst on Saturday night.
Do they now?
I think so. Interesting stuff. So right now, if we take a peek at the league leaders in points, we have Brody MacArthur leading the league with 4 goals, 3 assists for 7 points. What do you think about that, Corey? I don't know why I'm surprised by that, but I didn't expect him to be leading the league 2 weeks in.
Me neither. Probably because he's almost an unknown. I had no clue who he was. I'm a big fan now. Same with Gabriel Vanier and a few guys like Brendan Colombe had no clue who he was. And it's almost like this young blood, this fresh crop of players are trying to take over. And we'll see what the old superstars have to say about that.
Rounding out the top 5 for points. We'll go with top 6 because the next 5 guys all have 5 points. Alex Arsenault and Mac Brown, 5 points each in 3 games. Jacques Cormier and Matt Newcomb, 5 points each in 4 games. But a special mention here to Luke Williams with 5 points in 2 games.
Yep.
So he's got a game in hand on all those Hawks guys, 2 games in hand on the JCs, and he's somehow sitting there in second place in the league for points. Leading defenseman Danik Crate, 2 goals, 2 assists for 4 points in 3 games. Danik is Danik. He's always going to be near the top of the leaderboard. The guy's got some insane skill.
I don't know why I'm shocked. I shouldn't be shocked. I followed the Hawks long enough. I don't know why I put it in my head that they were going to be good, but not this good. Like they're looking like world beaters right now.
Yeah, they're looking really good this year. Again, not sure why we should be surprised by that. You're talking about some of the best defensemen in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up some of the best forwards and add them to some already phenomenal forwards. And then you get arguably the best goalie from last season's playoffs in Ryu, who from all
unbelievable. He had some saves yesterday. Like there's one where my buddy Charlie was like, that was in. And I was like, he just stopped it.
Yeah.
He just like, it was just about to trickle in and boop, put a glove on it. So nope, no goal.
Anybody that saw Ryu play for the Wildcats, he used to do that a ton in the Q2. Guy's just a very talented player, a hell of a pickup by the Hawks, just an amazing signing. And right now, all the teams are pretty even. Mm-hmm. Definitely a little bit impressed, maybe a little surprised with the Hawks. Kind of getting what we're expecting from the JCs right now. That's a very talented group of guys. I love this weekend. We saw a ton of hockey, but very impressive.
So are we doing the top 3 forwards, the 2 defensemen, and goalie this episode, or are we waiting for the next one?
We'll announce it the next one, but we'll be putting it out probably tonight or tomorrow. So sometime it'll be popping up. We still have to discuss it just a little bit, but I think we're on the same path to getting people that are going to be upset with us about who we pick. But what are you going to do?
Well,
can't please everybody.
It is what it is.
We knew when we said we were going to do this, it was going to be controversial. Corey, we have to get into our pick'ems a little bit here, don't we?
Do we?
Yeah, we do.
So Corey leads right now. So Corey, you the big boss.
Yeah.
He got 3 correct. He got Dalhousie, LC, and Bucktouche. Miramichi he got wrong. I went 500 for this one. Got 2 right, Dalhousie and Bucktouche, and I got Miramichi and Miramichi wrong. So as of right now, Corey leads.
Yeah, buddy.
5-4. 5-4, I should say. And I am not doing good. 2-7.
I would like to thank everybody for their support through the off season, through last year. You guys knew I could do this. And 2 weeks in, I'm proving that I'm not going to let any of you down.
There you go.
I'd like to say a special thank you to Adam and Travis for always being there for me. Big thank you to Ricky for the great pictures. And of course, my mom and dad for their continued support.
For giving birth to you?
For giving me life. It's early, but yeah, who knew? I'm off to a good start. I'm not the kiss of death, folks. All right. You want me to pick your team this year. You're welcome.
Apparently I am.
Looks like it.
Roxanne is a great lady. Saw her twice this weekend. She gave me a hug and whispered in my ear, "You take us again. I know where you live."
She didn't say that to you.
She did not, but she should have.
She should have. She probably thinks it right now. We never mean much with these picks. We're just going by, I don't know about you. I always think about what players are on a roll. What players do I know that aren't going to be playing this weekend? And who's the home team? The home ice advantage in this league is huge.
Well, if you look at it right now, there hasn't been an away win.
Yeah, Bucktouche beat Miramichi last week. That's the only away win so far.
I was wrong as usual. Is there a Tracy Zamboni review this week?
There is a Tracy Zamboni review this week. It's going to be coming up just next. Tracy was in Bucktouche for her only game this week. She just got back from Newfoundland. So she came back. She flew in from Newfoundland on Sunday afternoon. I picked her up. We went and grabbed some food and we drove to the JK. So, there is a Tracy Zamboni review coming up. Do you want to throw that right now?
Before we throw to that, are we in agreement on game of the week?
Yeah, I think so. From everything I've seen, it looks like Hawks and the Northmen.
The Hawks and Northmen officially get week 2 game of the week. Congratulations to both teams, and can't wait to see these 2 teams try and kill each other in the next game.
Yeah, come on, guys. We all know we got to work on Monday. Let's all be friends. All right. We like a lot of guys on both teams, so And poor Roxanne's always nervous for games like that. I know we always see her a little shaky in the corner there.
Funny story. So the LC game was not over. Rishi Bhaktu, for as great of a place it is, getting out of there in the parking lot
terrible.
is hell. It's the worst.
Oh, it's awful.
So I wanted to leave when there was like 5 minutes left in the period. So I jumped in my car and put on the Roxanne stream. So I got to listen, not watch, but listen to the rest of the game while I was driving. So thank you, Roxanne, for that. I got to finish that game one way or another.
There you go. So we'll throw to Tracy's Zamboni reviews now.
Yep.
And then we'll be back right after.
Have fun, everybody.
Enjoy.
Start your engines. Did you hear the news? It's time for Tracy's Zamboni reviews.
Tracy Zamboni reviews. The song.
Gotta catch 'em all.
That's weird.
It sounded like a Pokemon theme.
I like it. Oh man, the dog's coming to visit us.
Hey, yo, Colby.
If you guys hear that, that is Dogtail on desk. So Tracy, we are back for week 2 of Tracy Zamboni reviews. It was well received last week. A lot of people liked what they heard. They laughed about it. They said it sounds like something that's going to be fun. So yeah, we're just going to keep bringing it to you about once a week, maybe once every other week, depending.
Yes.
What game did you get to this week?
In person, I saw the very enjoyable Bucktoosh game on Sunday. But I was, while in Newfoundland, able to take a gander. See what I did there? Gander, Newfoundland.
Some stink.
You. No, I think someone has a fire going somewhere. I don't know why, because it's hot as Hades around here.
Man, I'm like, something smells. What's going on
I
up
opened
here?
the window.
All right. Well, we're not editing this, folks. You're just living my authentic life right now. So you got
It's a vibe.
You got to watch a couple of the games when you were in Newfoundland. How was that?
Yes. They're good. Of course, I watched Roxanne Merrill Young's stream of the Miramichi game. I don't think she realized she was supposed to keep her camera on the Zamboni while intermission was happening.
Rude.
I know. Poor Roxanne. Couldn't see the coverage, or I couldn't see the corners, sorry. But it looked like decent coverage.
Oh, we're talking about the Miramichi Zamboni?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Light show was cool.
Cool. Yeah.
But also couldn't see the ice because of it.
Yeah.
So by default, that Zamboni driver gets 5 stars.
All right.
That's how that goes.
It's confusing, but I like it.
I mean, if I can't accurately judge them, I got to assume they're doing great.
Fair.
What other one did I watch?
Dalhousie?
Oh, that little Dalhousie game that you guys live streamed. Let me find my notes.
I didn't know you had notes on the games you watched online.
Oh, yeah. This one, though, what I did see, there was some missed spots in the spot where you guys were. I assume it's because they were so excited to see the podcast guys.
Corey brings that out of people.
Especially in Dalhousie.
Oh, yeah, they love him. Pour beer on his head.
That's right. So I don't know if Zamboni vet Travis Robichaud needs to do some quality control there.
He wasn't there to keep them in check.
That's right.
It's because he was in Toronto.
Well, probably. I mean, that's what I do when you're not around.
So what do you give?
A 4 out of 5. Because, I mean, I understand the excitement of seeing the Corys.
You don't get it, but you...
No, I don't get it. But
that was a good joke.
I understand. So, yes, 4 out of 5. But, yes, the in-person game, Dalhousie versus the JCs. Very exciting news.
It was a female Zamboni driver. She's really good.
She is. Or a Zamboni driver who happens to be female.
That's fair. She's just, I've always felt like when I go to games in Bucktoosh and she's the driver, she rarely misses a spot. She's a good driver.
Yeah. Yep. She, at the, after the warm-up, she had 2 helper guys.
Two helper guys? Mm-hmm. How do you feel about the helper guys?
I mean, they were helpful.
That's good.
Which, you appreciate. I actually thought it was adorable because if you've ever been to a JC's game, they always have these like itty bitty hockey players, the Timbits going around picking up the pucks. And so all of them made sure that the little skaters were off the ice before the Zamboni really started going around. So it was nice. Traditional flood, same route that most people take.
Yeah.
If you've seen a Zamboni go around the ice, probably what you saw in Bucktouche. So she did miss a small sliver in the visitors' corner.
Okay.
So I was like, is this a conspiracy?
Was it?
It was not.
Okay.
She did miss it again, but I feel like that's, sometimes that's just a thing.
Uh-huh.
Maybe she puts it there for all of them to test how well they are
Their
at
balance.
playing hockey.
Yeah, test their balance. See
Yeah.
how they react with the puck.
Yeah.
Maybe keep the refs on their toes.
Makes for a good game.
There you go.
And it was a good game.
It was.
Great amount of water being dropped on the ice. She went at a good speed. No Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift around the corners.
No Amber stuff.
No spinneroonies. But very good. So 4 to 5 there.
Okay.
For the warm up. Right before the first intermission, I noticed that Alex Collette was fixing the ice near the goalpost, so he might have a future in ice maintenance. If this whole hockey thing, whatever he does during the week.
Accountant? I think he's an accountant.
An accountant. Yeah. Well,
if being an accountant doesn't work out, Alex, you got a bright future as a Zamboni driver, buddy. Make that ice, baby.
Yes, or at least a helper guy.
Yeah, that's
There's
a good
nothing
role.
wrong with
What would we do without the helper guys? I mean, it would be a struggle to get the BSHL games done in time.
Well, absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
shout out to the helpers.
Yep. Always. So again, same miss spot. It's a thing. It happens. There are things that
Maybe
I
it's
do.
a Zamboni.
Probably. So I think 4 to 5. Got to be honest with you, didn't take notes during second intermission because somebody had me doing extra work during the game. I don't know who that was.
Corey Vaudour.
Yeah, it was Corey
little
Vaudour
bastard.
asking me what the score was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little fucker. It was probably me. I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
So, I will say there's a few notes for this. What do you rate her overall job?
Overall, 4 to 5.
4 to 5. Good job.
Yep, absolutely.
One of the best in the league.
Yeah, for sure.
So, first of all, I'm on some Facebook group for Zamboni drivers. It's a long story. I've been on it for months. Don't ask why. On the Facebook page, on the podcast Facebook page, hockey stuff just pops up. Like the Cincinnati Cyclones frequently pop up. I don't know why. We're not
Billeting family.
the
Billet
billeting
families.
stuff,
Yeah.
billet stuff all the time.
Yeah.
But the Zamboni stuff started popping up and I was kind of interested, so I followed the page. I was like riveting. And one time I saw that lady from Bucktouche posting in there and saying they're looking at buying a new Zamboni in the next year or two and talking about different brands and what they should be looking at. So maybe the issue is there might be some issues with these Zambonis.
Yes.
That are a little bit older.
That's true.
So-
That's fair.
I thought it was very interesting because she showed a picture. The reason I know it was Bucktouche was because they showed a picture and it was a picture of the JK Zamboni. I recognized it. I was like, that's cool. I know that Zamboni.
Because it has the wrap.
Yeah, it's got the wraps. So that happened. The other thing was last Thursday, Corey, Mark and I, Mark's another buddy of ours from like going to wrestling shows, and Corey and Mark grew up together. But Corey, Mark, and I went and saw a Wildcats game. And I will tell you 2 notes from that game. Holy hell did they flood that ice. My God, it's like a river on that ice. Secondly, they have something during the intermission where they bring a kid out on the Zamboni with the drivers. So there's 2 kids with their little helmets waving at the crowd. It's adorable. And I looked at Corey and I went, I'm getting Tracy in one of them seats sometime. So once again, the offer's out there for any Zamboni drivers who want to bring Tracy around for a ride on the Zamboni. let me know. Shoot me a private message at the podcast page. Corey Roberts Show on Facebook if you want to keep it on the down low. I'm fine with that too.
Because I have access to the
She does have access to the
podcast.
podcast page. She might just delete the message. So send it to me personally. Carrier pigeons work. You can send it to me by mail. HOHOHO obviously
Of
is my
course.
postal code. I'm
course.
Santa Claus. What are you going to do? My beard is growing in. But yeah, no. So trying to get you on that Moncton Zamboni. And yeah, it was another good episode, Tracy. Thank you. I don't know
thank you.
what song we led into this with. I haven't decided yet. I'll pick in a couple of minutes here when I edit this.
Yes, because my favorite genre of music is EDM, so cannot wait.
Listen, it's not my fault that AI likes EDM. Thanks for doing this, Tracy. And we'll be back next week. I think one of these weeks we need to do a Tracy and Cheryl Zamboni review.
That will be fun.
I think so. Just
Yeah.
get her in here on this.
Yes, maybe we'll get Corey Votor to interview me. He's been on
doing a great
fire
job.
with all those.
Yeah, he's doing a great job with those interviews.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for being here. And, I guess I'll throw back to myself. I don't know. See you soon.
Stay fresh, cheese bags.
All right. Well, that was something, Corey.
It definitely was.
You're almost
Despite-
speechless by it.
I'm in awe. It's so
In
awesome.
awe. Absolutely in awe. We're going to finish this episode playing some of the interviews that we did over the weekend.
Yep.
Thanks to all the teams for hooking us up with some post-game interviews. That's something we committed to bring to fans, and I think it's going well so far. I'm enjoying it.
I'm loving it. I got 4 interviews this weekend, which I thought I was only going to get 2. Corey was like, I like the way you do them. You do them. So I was like, yes, sir.
Corey's doing quite well with them, so we just roll with it, man. Whatever. We both, I think, understand the importance we both play in this podcast.
Yeah.
And sharing the duties, and I don't know, it's never really never been a huge issue with us. So
No.
we you did 4 interviews, I did 2. I think everything turned out great.
Yeah.
What's your favorite arena to do interviews in so far?
Well, I've only done them in 2, Bucktouche and Dalhousie. I don't know. Dalhousie was, I had already been backstage in Bucktouche. Dalhousie had never been where the locker rooms are and all that. So when they open the door and you see into the locker room, there's like a stairway that goes down. So that was pretty cool. And seeing everybody from Dalhousie, like they knew who I was. And I'm like, half my family doesn't even know who I am, and you do. So probably Dalhousie, just because of it was a new place for me that I hadn't been. But Bucktouche is such a special place for me. When we first started this podcast, the first place we went for, I think it was just a practice that they had, and we were backstage trying to get interviews with players and all that, and they were kind enough to grant us that. Being near the locker rooms and all that, it's pretty cool. So, I'm going to say a tie right now.
I always love rinks that have like the locker rooms kind of away from people.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to get interviews in like Shipping's not an easy one because the locker rooms are right there. People are going out. Another one was River Valley. River Valley was really hard because again, same kind of thing. So any of the ones where the locker rooms are kind of hidden away, it's a little bit easier, but I think we'll be in Shipping on Friday. So we'll be doing some interviews there on Friday and we'll figure it out. But we made an upgrade in the off season buying a portable recorder with a mic, and it has been one of the best purchases we've made. It makes everything so easy and it sounds so crisp and clear. So we're loving it, man. It's been a fun year so far.
Yep.
We'll throw to some of those interviews, and we'll be back on Thursday with more of my correct predictions and Corey's incorrect predictions.
Starting to believe you there.
I believe it too. Thanks to Adam for the intro, and thanks to all of the players for the interviews and Tracy for the Zamboni review. So we'll be back Thursday, and we'll see you soon.
Take care.
Had up here last Friday. How would you sum that one up?
Tonight we played as a team. Everybody pinched in. We were short a few guys, and the guys just big character win tonight.
You were without Patrice Cormier and P.A. Parento tonight, but looked like you still come out on top, eh?
Yeah, well,
You have that kind of depth, though.
yeah, he shows us this year we have a lot of depth. That's our strength of our team, and that's where we're pretty happy with the win.
Looked like you guys were all over Miramichi in the first, and they kind of come back on you in the second and third, but I don't know if it was timely scoring and good goaltending that was the difference, or what'd you think?
Yeah, both of them. Really timely scoring. We scored a couple goals. I didn't see the second one, but it looks like it was a nice goal, and then we scored another goal after that, and then Alex got it, just shut the door, and our D played well. Everybody played in unison. It was great.
How hard is it to keep your guys focused going into the third period down 2-1?
Well, like we said, we talked about after the second period, said, look, we're down 2-1. We're down 2-1 here and on the road in Miramichi on Friday night. We played better than what the score showed, and the guys just came out and played their hearts out.
Second win in a row for you. What are you going to do to build on this and keep it rolling?
We just keep on working as a team. Right now, our power play unit, we have to do better. We had a 5-on-3, had a couple of shots, but I think in general, the guys are all gelling in. A lot of new faces, so it's kind of hard to get chemistry going.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, here with Jacques Cormier, Bucktooth Tracy's big game winner tonight. Jacques, how you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good. Got a good group here, and it's a big road win in Miramichi.
Miramichi, hard rink to play in. Some of the best fans in the league, one of the best rinks in the league. How did you guys prepare for this game?
I think we got a good group in here, and I'm really proud of the guys. We battle hard all night. It's a really tough rink to play in. They got a good team, a hard-working team on the other side, so it's a big boost for our team to get a win tonight.
Absolutely. Got 2 in a row tonight, and you're missing a lot of guys. It shows a lot of the depth this year with the JCs. Talk to me a bit about the depth.
Oh, it's unreal this year. I think that's going to be key for us, the depth we got, and all the guys are engaged. It's a real good bond, good group. I feel it. It's an unreal feeling, really.
And maybe the sexiest player in the league, apparently. All right, thanks for your time, Jacques. Appreciate you.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Corey avec le podcast ici. Je suis ici avec Brandon Colombe, nouveau Marauder. 2 buts dans cette game ici. Comment ça file?
Ça file bien. Je veux dire, pas nécessairement les buts, mais de sortir ici avec une big win. Je pense que après ce qui s'est passé au premier match là, Beimer, ça fait du bien de revenir à la maison puis de gagner cette game-là. Là.
Comment est-ce que ça fait jouer dans un ring comme ça? Tu t'as pacté?
C'est une grosse raison pourquoi j'ai toujours voulu signer à Dalhousie, puis je suis heureux, je suis fier de faire partie de l'organisation. Je veux dire, honnêtement, il n'y a rien de mieux que jouer à Dalhousie. Je veux dire, les fans sont toujours là, l'énergie est tout le temps là, puis encore à soir, c'était 1-1, puis jusqu'à la fin, ils ont resté là, puis ils nous ont donné l'énergie pour venir gagner la game. Fait que c'est vraiment le fun. Honnêtement, c'est le meilleur.
On est fiers de te voir à Dalhousie, puis on est excité de te voir pour ce saison ici. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. Bonne soirée.
Bonne soirée. I'm here right now with Pascal Valcourt. Your first night back in Dalhousie. Not the best game of the last game, but you sure made up for it this time. 2 assists. How you feeling?
It's fun to be back, man. Dalhousie, the people here, I think they've been waiting all summer, and they didn't disappoint tonight. The rink was packed. They were loud. It's fun to start a new season. New line mate, Brendan Coulombe. Great night for him. Two first goals. The only guy for Dalhousie, I guess, that scored this year. So we'll give him a tap on the shoulder for that. But no, it's always fun to be back here. We love our fans, and no, tonight for sure didn't disappoint.
Well, Pascal, always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for this, and have a great season.
Appreciate it. Thanks for coming, man.
Thank you. I am here with Coach Salvis. Big win tonight against the defending champions. How does this feel?
Yeah, it was a good team victory. Played against a really good team in Dalhousie. It was a good test for us. I think we do a lot of good things without the puck. You see that. It's a second consecutive home game, only giving up 1 goal, so we're making things a little bit easier on our goaltending than maybe in previous years. Ultimately it was a great weekend. 4 points, and that's 3 in a row for us.
3 in a row and another packed house. It's incredible. I'm parked on the side of the road right now. How does it feel to see the fans support you guys like that?
It's incredible. I mean, I don't think I need to talk too much about it. For senior hockey to have 1,000+ fans at your home games, it's awesome. The boys really feed off it, and it's an unbelievable arena here in Bucktouche. The fans are great. I remember when I played here, especially the Allen Cup tournament, the atmosphere was great, and we just got to keep on feeding off the fans and giving them wins.
Great fans here in Bucktouche. Thank you, Coach, and have a great season.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I'm here with JC's forward, Logan Timmins, one of my favorite JCs. Big win tonight and a goal. How does it feel?
With the group we have this year, I think we're in a good position to do good. And obviously beating a team like Dalhousie, they got some good guys over there, good players, and defending champs. So, to get that win feels really good.
Feels really good. On a line with P.A. Paronto and Patrice Cormier, how is that surreal for you?
Yeah, I mean, I played a lot of hockey in my life, a lot of high-level hockey, but I don't think my line will get any better than playing with them two. So, I mean, Patrice is an animal, and obviously PA, 10 years in the show. So, it's great to play with those guys, and it's easy. They make it easy for me.
The crowd here is incredible. Another sellout here. How does it feel to see the fans support you like this?
Oh, great. After the year we had last year, to come and support us again this year and to be there for us, we really appreciate it. And they're the best fans in the league, so it's awesome to have them.
It is. Thank you very much for your time. Enjoy your win.
Thank you.